roaring 20s a long time ago.
Pop artist Paul and Oates helped to make dream time into real times for thousands of needy New York kids. They headlined a benefit concert put on by New York's finest. Outside Radio City Music Hall, even the police department was in a musical mood as their bagpipe brigade welcomed two local favorites, Daryl Hall and John Oates, as they arrived to headline a benefit for the Police Athletic League, which helps disadvantaged city kids. But there was more, as two more New York music makers, Cyndi Lauper and Billy Joel, joined in for a rousing encore. At a post-concert party, some of the stars explained why they took part.
Because the kids need support, because these were all our friends, and well, I was born here.
In our small way, we addressed a lot of international issues, and this is something close to home.
And last night's benefit raised $850,000 for the Police Athletic League. The funds will be used for social and educational programs for children from New York's poor neighborhoods.
The dynasty that created some of soul music superstars is changing hands. Motown has been sold to MCA Records for $61 million. Now, under the agreement, MCA will continue to use the Motown record label. Nina Blackwood joins us now with a look back at how Motown became a giant in the music industry. Nina?
Thanks, Rob. The Motown sound is one of the most distinguishable and copied sounds in pop music. And perhaps more than any other company, Motown helped shape rhythm and blues music. The mastermind behind the company was Berry Gordy, Jr., who had a vision when he opened up shop in Detroit. It was 1959, and the sign on the simple two-story house read Hitsville, USA. Inside, Berry Gordy, Jr., a former Detroit auto worker with a golden ear, was hard at work making history, inventing Motown. When in 1961, the Miracles scored the label's first top 10 hit with Shop Around, Motown was well on its way to changing the face of American pop music and culture. The collection of artists who called the company home read like a who's who of black performers. The Supremes, The Temptations, Stevie Wonder, Marvin Gaye, The Four Tops. The list went on and on. For these young performers, there was not a better place to be. They were groomed in every respect, from the way they sang, to the way they dressed, to the way they moved. And the public responded. While other American acts were losing ground against the British invasion, Motown hit its stride. At its zenith in 1966, an incredible 75% of its releases made the charts. What started in 1959 with an $800 loan had by the end of the decade become the largest black-owned business in the U.S. The 70s began with the Jackson 5 scoring hit after hit for the label. And in 1970, Motown left the Motor City and set up shop in Los Angeles. The 80s have seen artists as diverse as Lionel Richie and Rick James record for the label. And while Smokey and Stevie have never jumped ship, many of the company's earlier superstars have, as they've gone on to sign with others. But when Motown celebrated its 25th birthday 5 years ago, everyone came home. And for a few precious hours, it seemed like Hitsville all over again. The company that Berry Gordy built may not be what it once was, but neither is the music industry. It's far richer in large part because of the contribution of one man and his company. Motown is credited with legitimizing rhythm and blues when the genre became a part of mainstream American music.
Good stuff, Nina. Thank you very much.
Yeah. When we come back, New York salutes the star who made the bus driver famous.